guys, Rachel here from FEMME POWERUP, and I wanted to take you through 3 quick and simple movements that you can add to your repertoire if you're finding that your hamstrings, so all the way down the backs of the legs if you feel like they're really tight. If you don't know that they're tight, a really nice test you can do is just sending the legs out in front, either open or zipping up through the legs. And if you can flex through the bottoms of the feet, do you feel like you can sit up really easily, nice and tall through the crown of the head, or do you feel like hunching over and giving some space through the back of your legs would be the ultimate relief? So if that's you, your hamstrings are probably quite tight, and these might be an excellent exercises to add to your routine. So let's start by moving into having our knees stacked under our hips. We can have taking our fingertips nice and wide, and I just want you to step one foot back, step the other foot back, and then send your hips back into downward dog. And then just take your time pedaling out the legs. And really take it nice and slow, softening through the bent knee, really pressing into the right hamstring or down into your right heel, stretching out that hamstring, and the same into the left. Really good. And just taking your time here. The heel does not have to come to the floor, but just thinking about bringing the heel in the direction of the floor. The second one I'm going to have you do is bringing your legs out in front. I like to have a little space, maybe hip bone distance apart, and really flexing through the feet and through the ankles. So you could be like you're pressing up against a pretend wall. And then bring one foot in towards your inner thigh, or if that feels uncomfortable, you can have it down a little bit lower, closer to your knee. Or if you have more mobility here, you can bring it up into your pelvis. So really flexing into that foot. And now if you have bands at home already, amazing, but I just want to show that you don't need anything fancy to get this nice stretch. So I just grabbed a nice long wintry sock. It's cold outside, so they're easy enough to find. And just keeping that foot nice and flexed, holding onto that sock or band, and just think about lengthening through the back of the neck, maybe looking at your shin or your knee. Really good. And as you hold this position, feel like maybe you could give a little bit of a bend into your elbows, drawing your chest closer towards your thigh. Good, and you're going to practice this. You're not going to get it all at once, so it's just a really nice stretch to help open up your hamstrings. So finding the same thing on your opposite side. Drawing nice and high through the crown, flexing through that foot. And then lengthening through the back of the neck. Try to think about keeping your spine nice and straight. So this would be a lot easier if you just let your spine sort of curve right over, but we want to make sure the stretch is getting into the back of the legs. Really, really good. And then just slowly removing that sock or band. We're going to make our way down onto our backs. Really good here. So let's start by just stacking the heels underneath the knees and then bringing one leg at a time into a tabletop position, just like what it sounds like. You can maybe think about putting like a tray of Christmas treats on your shins, and it's not going to spill off to the right or spill off to the left. Really good. Just relaxing your hands down, and then extend your right leg out on somewhat of a 45-degree angle, maybe a little bit higher towards the ceiling. And then just up your left leg, think about being nice and light on your fingertips, and start to crawl up that left leg as you extend your feet, toes towards the ceiling, taking the elbows nice and wide like you were hugging a really big tree, staying nice and long across the back of the neck. Good, and then just flex in both of the feet, flex in towards those ankles, and you'll start to really feel that stretch. Maybe draw that left leg back a little bit closer to you. Good. Make sure the back of your neck feels nice and comfy. And if you need to start by coming all the way back down to your mat in order to hold on to the right leg, then that's fine. If you can just switch. Good. Feel that opening through the elbows. Flex into both heels. Maybe point the toe to get the relief to see what that feels like. And then flex again. Awesome. Grabbing onto both calves at the same time if you can. And then bend the knees to roll head, neck, and shoulders down onto the mat. Come on back up. So hopefully in those 3 quick and reasonably simple moves, you feel like you're starting to build more mobility through the backs of the hamstrings. If you are tight in the hamstrings, you probably already know it. It's like, yeah, that's me. So yeah, you should be able to do these anywhere that you're nice and comfy. Maybe not, you know, in the go station. People might look at you a little bit funny, but other than that, finding a comfy space where you have your mat at home or sometimes even at work where you can get those hamstrings nice and stretched out. So I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for lots more fun videos coming soon. Take care. Bye.